Hey, what's going on, everybody? My name is Guy. This is Guy Talk Sports. Thank you for being here with me. Got a quick video today. I'm going to talk about the remaining teams in the SEC, how they performed in the second round of the tournament. Discuss possible implications of Kentucky going out so early in the first round. And then also the game time was announced for the Tennessee-Creighton Sweet 16 matchup. I'm going to talk about all that. Before we do, though, if you don't mind, bottom right over there, there's a subscribe button. Go ahead, smash that for me. Help me continue to grow this channel. Let's get into this. So let's start with the Alabama-Grand Canyon game. One thing I didn't realize about Grand Canyon is that they're actually coached by Bryce Drew, who is the, if you remember, he was the former Vanderbilt coach. Had no idea. I saw him on TV, and I was like, that guy looks familiar. And I looked him up and ended up, I had no idea he was at Grand Canyon. Must be living under a rock. Anyway, it was actually a pretty heated game. Alabama ended up winning 72-61. My personal opinion, I think Mark Sears has had the best individual performance of any player so far in this tournament. Through the first two rounds anyway. I will say that Grand Canyon gave Alabama all they could handle. And I think it's a very important thing to note that Alabama so far hasn't played any good teams yet. They played the number 13 Charleston, number 13 seed Charleston. They played the number 12 seed Grand Canyon. Each they beat in a close game. Their defense is like Swiss cheese, and so I'll be interested to see how they plan on tackling North Carolina, the number 1 seed. Look for that game to be played in the Sweet 16, right? The next round. It's going to be Thursday, March 28th at 9:39 p.m. on CBS. I think that game's getting played in LA, if I'm not mistaken. So that'll be a fun one. I'll be interested to see how Alabama's kind of high-flying offense handles North Carolina. North Carolina's a really good team. They earned that number 1 seed for a reason. And so I think this is probably where Alabama's run ends, but you never know. It's the tournament, right? Next game, let's take a look at the how Texas A&M fared. They played Houston, ultimately ended up losing in overtime, but it was one of my favorite games so far in this tournament. Houston was ahead by, I think, like 12 points with just a couple minutes left. And you thought Texas A&M was done for. I almost turned the channel. I'm glad I didn't. They had some guys hit some clutch threes. They kept driving the ball into the paint. And then ultimately they had a guy hit a game-tying buzzer beater from three-point range to send it into overtime. Houston took control early in overtime. And you thought, okay, Texas A&M is done. They're gassed. That's all they have. And then they made another late push. So it was just a fun game from start to finish, and ended up Houston winning 100-95, and it was a fun one. It was one of the funner games I've seen this tournament so far. If you end up missing that game, if you get a chance, go back and watch it, because it was enjoyable. So that leaves just 2 SEC teams representing the conference in this tournament, in Alabama and Tennessee. I really thought at this point we would have 3 or even possibly 4 teams in the Sweet 16 between Auburn and Kentucky. Kentucky for sure I thought was going to make it at the Sweet 16. Ended up both of those going out in the first round. 2 biggest upsets so far in the tournament. And speaking of Kentucky losing, things are getting hot in Lexington. Fans, media, everybody's calling for Calipari's job, and they all want him gone. That's all I keep seeing is how this could be the end for him and his tenure at Kentucky. There was an article that came out today. It was written by John Morgan Francis of SB Nation, A Sea of Blue, that stated that Calipari, I don't know, and Kentucky's athletic director Mitch Barnhart, they're actually supposed to meet if not today, some point during this next week. But it said most likely today, or I guess potentially today, as early as today, I should say, to review the state of the program. So something could happen soon regarding his job. So we'll be paying close attention there, because I thought for sure he would be there for years and years and years to come. But after these last 2 out of 3 seasons losing in the first round, it's not good enough for Kentucky standards. So lastly, let's go over Tennessee's tip-off time with Creighton, Sweet 16. It's second year in a row we made it to the Sweet 16. That game's going to happen on Friday, March 29th. It's going to be at 10:09 p.m. So if any of y'all are still awake, 10:09. And I think that game's being played in Detroit. From what I saw, it's either going to be on TBS or True TV. If I find out any more clarification on that, I'll be sure to make mention of it. But that's going to be a fun one. Creighton's a really well coached team. I'm happy we made the Sweet 16. I want to see us make at least the Elite Eight. I'd love it for us to win the national championship, but I really want to get by this Creighton team and make it to the Elite Eight. And we definitely have a good shot. I think the Vols opened up as a very slight favorite, but like I said, Creighton's a really well coached team. They can shoot the ball really well, so it'll be exciting. It's going to be fun. A lot of anxiety. But I'm looking forward to that one. So anyway, that's all I got for this one. I just wanted to do a quick video on all that. Going to do another video either today, maybe tomorrow, regarding the Lady Vols' early exit out of the tournament. Got put out in the second round by NC State. Got beat 79-72. NC State was a 3 seed. Lady Vols were a 6 seed. And kind of give my 2 cents on Kelly Harper and the program and what I think needs to happen. Glad I don't have to make those decisions, though. That'll be on Danny White. Again, thank you so much for watching this. It's an exciting time. Tennessee still in the tournament. The channel continues to grow each and every day. I, at this time of the recording, have passed 250 subscribers. I appreciate each and every one of you. It means everything to me that the way this channel is growing. And if you don't mind, please throw a comment down below. Tell me what you like, maybe what you don't like about it, how I can improve the channel. Go ahead and hit the like button for me if you don't mind. And as always, smash that subscribe button for me. Help me continue to grow this channel. Got to get it to 1,000. That's all I got. That's all I got for this one. Thank you for being here. Go Vols. Can't forget to say that. And we'll see you next time.